What a fantastic first episode of Tate no Yusha, or Rising of the Shield Hero. The first episode finally came out. Now, I know it's been out for about probably 5 days or now. It had a very early leak release, which I did not want to watch because the quality of it, from what I heard in the visuals and stuff, it was very poor. And so I was waiting for the official release from Crunchyroll to come out before I finally watched it, which it finally did. And so I finally got to sit down and watch it. Tate no Yusha, aka Rising of the Shield Hero. It is a 45-minute long first episode, which says a lot, because normally when a series is going to be getting an hour-long special, it means that the company that is working on it is going in. They want to make this a really good presentation, get people into the story, and showcase, the quality work that they're putting into the story. So, the first episode being 45 minutes is already quality. That makes me very happy just to hear that. But sitting down and watching it, holy crap. It's definitely worth the hype. Now, let's get into the background info. Tate no Yusha, Rising of the Shield Hero, it's been on my radar for a while now. Many have recommended this series to me just as much, or actually even more than Boogie Pop. Ever since it got announced last year that an anime was coming out, people were constantly telling me I need to watch this anime when it comes out. But actually, even before that, many were recommending me to actually read the manga, or even the web novel, light novel, stuff like that. People were telling me to start, Rising of the Shield Hero before the anime was even announced, because it seems like it would be a series I would like. Many know that I love isekai series, I love fantasy series, and so many that know what type of genres I like knew I'd probably like something like this, and I've been recommending it to me for a while now. Now, in terms of what took me so long to finally start the series and why I waited for the anime, well, there's multiple reasons. I did try to get into Rising of the Shield Hero a very long time ago. I think about a year and a half ago or so. It's been a while, but I didn't really get to get far. I probably didn't even finish the first chapter, and the reason why is not because I disliked it, was because the quality of the scans that I remember reading in the translation was not that good, and so I was just like, I'd rather, just find some better translations or quality scans, which I never really took the time to try to find them, which eventually led it to where I didn't continue reading the series, and now here I am actually watching the anime, which is kind of a good thing. That means I can be an anime only and experience this for the first time, and, you guys get to see my honest first impressions of Rising of the Shield Hero. I am very tempted to read the original source, web novel or light novel, which, let's get into that. So apparently this, I'm assuming, is being, adapted from the light novel, not the web novel, and the web novel apparently has been done for years now. It's been completed, and so technically, if you really do like the series, you can go out of your way and read the, the web novel, and probably get to its conclusion, see the ending, and see how the story is. And I might do that, who knows, but it really depends on how the series goes from this point forward with the story, but I do like what I watched. I have to say right now, if you love fantasy series, like for instance, if you really, really love Slime, Overlord, etc., stuff like that, I think you're going to fall in love with this series. It's definitely something that I think many fantasy fans are going to enjoy. If you have a hole in your heart after Goblin Slayer being gone as well, then, you should start this series too. It's a series I think many are going to be able to appreciate and enjoy, and it's quite a great way to start anime of 2019. Not just winter of anime 2019, but just anime in general of 2019. It's just a great way to start, because this is some really good quality. But okay. Rising of the Shield Hero. What happened within the first episode? What makes me really enjoy what I saw? Well, there's usually two types of protagonist for these stories when it comes to being transported to an alternate world. You either have a protagonist like Ainz that's very overpowered and can decimate the entire battlefield and destroy everything. Or you have protagonists that's like Subaru, which can't really do much, or they're kind of the underdog. Subaru's a very extreme example. He's a man that legit has nothing going for him. But in this case, RMC isn't as dire, like in a dire situation as Subaru is from ReZero, but he's still the underdog. He's a guy that doesn't really have a lot going for him, and the entire world is pretty much against him. And he's gonna have to work to be able to become a hero, to be able to achieve things in this world. It's not gonna just be given to him on a silver platter like the other three that we were introduced to in this episode. So right off the bat, I appreciate that. I'm a big fan of underdog stories. I love characters that actually have to work for what they get. I honestly don't like it as much when characters are extremely OP. I mean, it can be done right, which is why I like Overlord, which is why I like Slime. You know, I like stuff like that, but I do like characters working for things. Like, I really love seeing them struggle to get to where they're at, which is why I really love ReZero. And so seeing this character being an underdog and having to work up from level 1 to get to near the top and use his shield that's really not meant for offensive fighting to be able to level up is very unique and interesting, and it definitely has a good way to just keep me interested or invested in the story to see where it's going to go. So yeah, that's the type of protagonist we have. Now, from the start of, you know, this episode, it starts off very generic. Like, it's not generic to where it's disgusting, you just want to drop it, but there's nothing really crazy different going on, probably for the first half of this episode, which, like I said, it's a 45-minute episode, so the first half, I guess you could say around 20 minutes or so. And I do appreciate how it took so long to build up to the second half. I think that's what made the second half so much better, was because there was enough time for us to really see how this world is, to get a little bit more understanding for our main character, and kind of, you know, how people view him in this world. I think in the episode wasn't 45 minutes long, I might not have appreciated that little plot twist towards the end on what happened to him and how he had a massive shift in character and basically just didn't care about anyone, and he was going to go about his own way to be able to deal with the upcoming waves, these plagues or curses that were going to be coming very soon. So I mean, I think overall, even though the start, like I said, it's very stereotypical of an isekai series, the later half is what really matters, and in the first half really makes up for, like, you know, it builds up to that moment, and you're like, holy crap, which, let's get into that. So, the shield hero, Shield Bro, I think I'm just going to call him Shield Bro for now. Right at the start of the episode, it's clear as day that many don't really appreciate him. There's 4 heroes that are summoned, which is very different from what we're normally used to when it comes to these type of series. Usually it's just one individual that's summoned, but we have 4 heroes that summon into this world. We have an archer, we have a sword user, we have I forget the other one, honestly. I think Lance or whatever. And then we have Shield Bro, which is our MC. There's 4 heroes that are summoned. Obviously, when you look at all 4 of these heroes, being a shield guy, it doesn't seem as interesting as maybe holding a sword or a bow or anything like that. It doesn't seem crazy. It's kind of like playing support in a MOBA. Like, I mean, nobody really likes to play supports in MOBAs. Even though I prefer supports, I love playing supports in, let's say, Smite or League of Legends. You know, many don't like doing that. Because, I mean, you don't get to go in there, get fame and glory, take down people, take down Demon King or whatever. You don't have to do that. Or you can't do that because you don't normally have the offensive capabilities to do that. You're mainly just a tank to soak up the damage for the others can get the glory and take things out. Many really undervalue or not appreciate, you know, what the shield guy or the tank does. And so in this case, that's what's happening to the MC. You know, he's undervalued. Many don't really care for him because he's a shield guy, and he just seems to be the lame duck amongst the group. And so, right off the bat, the king doesn't really care too much about him. You see how he just disregards him right at the start when he's introduced. He doesn't even care to really remember his name. Even when people were trying to line up to get with the individual heroes to form a party, you know, he didn't get any members at all, which one girl did pop up to join him, but we later found out in the episode, she's just straight scum, which, holy crap, worst girl of 2019. Like, I know 2019 just started, but can we just say that she is worst girl of 2019? Like, seriously. What she did to the man is on a whole new level of scum. You don't do that to someone. You legit don't, but I felt so bad for the MC. His anger, his rage, and just the slow moment of his build-up to where he just was done with it, I love that, by the way. Like, that was a really good scene, especially with the music, when, you know, he's accused of basically laying his hands on this girl. And obviously, we know as the audience what she did, that she was, you know, stealing his money, stealing his clothes, doing all this, you know, crusty stuff behind the scenes. And, you know, at first, he didn't believe it. He didn't think what was going on. But then he realized what she was doing. And when he saw this inner monologue, this turmoil inside of him going on, where he was like, holy crap, I've been played like a fiddle. They're, you know, just trying to get money from me. You know, she's been in leagues with the other hero this entire time, the blonde-haired guy. You know, he got very upset. And just seeing his anger, and I was like, okay, fine, you know what? I was summoned to this world. Just let me go back to my old world. I don't care. Why should I care about people and try to save people that don't even care about me or listen to me and want to help me out or even respect me as soon as I come here in the first place? Because nobody respected him. As soon as he came into the world, he was not getting shown respect at all. Which, by the way, I don't think people should automatically be shown respect, even if you are a summoned hero. But even then, there has to be some common courtesy. I mean, you summon this man literally from another world without his consent. just to be here. I mean, you can't even show him some common decency. So, I mean, he has all rights to kind of be upset in a way, and him's like, I'm not gonna, want to save you guys the way you are, just send me back. But the king's like, oh, we can't really send you back. I mean, until, the job is done. So, that's the interesting part about this. Basically, all the heroes are stuck there, and the shield bro, he's there, he's stuck until the waves are dealt with, and eventually he can go back, but nobody's probably ever gonna really appreciate him for the work he does, which, like I said, makes him a very underdog-like character. Now, getting into that, okay, let's talk about the situation with the MC. The build-up to when he realized what was happening, when he was getting framed for what, the girl did, and making him look bad, seeing how he was kind of like this nice guy, and then turn around, he got this angry side to him, I like that. Because, I mean, if something like that happened to you, you'd probably grow very bitter and angry. If someone just straight up accused you, and got you in trouble, and everybody, basically the entire world, called you scum, and they don't want nothing to do with you, you'd probably be very bitter at the world, too, especially a world that doesn't care for you when you were summoned here against your will. You'd be angry. It's so seeing the MC kind of have this slow change in personality towards the end, where he just didn't care, and he just started, bringing monsters attached to him to be able to get the money he needed from these vendors or whatever. I love that type of stuff. It's really cool seeing how he was trying to haggle and get money. And then, even more than that, that final segment with that dude that was basically selling, demi-humans and stuff, that blew me away with how the MC was actually just going along with it. Like, holy crap. Okay, let's get into that. Normally, in a Sekai series, demi-humans being owned and stuff like that, this is a common thing. This happens very often. It's a very common theme in these type of series. It's nothing, I guess, unique at all. Even in literature as well, it's not really unique. But the thing about this is, though, is that the MC that was showing to be kind of like a good guy, because of how bitter he's gotten or just angry, when he got into this shop, he didn't automatically condemn it. He didn't just throw it away. He actually was looking for a partner in some way. And when he found this girl at the end of the episode and looked at her, the episode ended, but it seemed like he was probably going to try to get her out. But it didn't seem like he was legitimately just trying to end the place because he doesn't understand the world or how it works. And he also realized since they're all cursed, there's nothing he really can do for them. So it's really interesting how he just instantly tried to end the market that this dude was creating. And, he's going along with it, and he could potentially come back once again to be able to make more business, which, like I said, his image is already ruined. People already think he's a scumbag and, laid his hands on that woman, and so him being there, it's not really gonna tarnish his image any worse, because, he's already viewed as scum. So that's cool. I do like how this series is, portraying our MC, how he looks, or how the public views him. The story is interesting. We don't really have the full objective of what's causing, these plagues or this curse that's going upon the land. Everything hasn't really been clarified yet, but we do know at the very least that the MC is going to have to go about this his own way without any help whatsoever, and I am looking forward to that. I am very curious to see how he overcomes these problems and how strong he might get. It would be very refreshing to see this man, once he upgrades his skills with his shield, he becomes this monster, like a paladin or something, that's just able to shield bash people and just destroy everything in front of him. It'd be really freaking cool. Look at how strong his shield is already, and he's at level 1 or level 2. I can't imagine when he gets, let's say, max level or close to max level or whatever. I don't really know what the max level is. I'm assuming probably 99 or 100, but imagine once he gets near there how strong his shield's gonna be. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, overall, I think Rising of the Shield Hero is a great anime. Easily could be the best series of Winter of Anime 2019. It really just depends, though, where the story goes or how the anime adaptation is. OST is really good. I want more, so I cannot wait to watch more of it next week. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below. And with that, Chibi out.